Hi guys, this is Muftal, OFGBfx. Last week we talked about a few pairs that we wanted to look at. I think that was the NZD, USD, the Euro NZD, um, I think the USD card also. Yeah, so most of the pairs are still on the move. So we wouldn't actually want to um go into other pairs while the other setups are in play. So basically, the USD card played a fast one with us last week. Um, it had this move here that they actually get to the reversal point, which we tried to forecast last week before the pullback came back down here. So basically, what we'll be waiting for this week is so if most of us missed this move, if most of us miss this move, we'll be waiting to see if the card retraces a bit. So I want to go to the lower time frame and see if it's going to retrace a bit to this level, then perhaps we see the downward correction that we wanted to see earlier on. Yeah, because it didn't get to this level. You could see it was so close, but didn't get there before it reversed. So the fast one usually happens. The pair might not actually get to the reversal level before it turns. So um so basically this is what we're waiting for this week. For a good risk to reward ratio. That's why we wait for a good price to sell from. But if you know how to scalp very well, you might want to considering entering at the break of this level right here. But hopefully, let's say it goes to the top before it comes down. So it might actually retrace here, or maybe comes back. These are two likely scenarios that might happen to the downside, right? So that's the USD card. We missed the last week. So let's see how it plays this week. Hopefully we get a good entry on it. Yes. So that's the USD card. Euro NZD, I think broke through the resistance last week also, because we were looking to short from these levels. We're looking to short from these levels, but as it seems, yeah, it has blown through the resistance. I think there was a Euro news or something. So I'm a technical trader, right? And I don't really know what's going on in the news. I choose not to know what's going on because it might affect my style of trading. So most guys can be technical and fundamental at the same time. Most guys can only be technical, and some are just fundamentalists also. So fundamentalists are people who use economic data to trade. Really, technicals are just guys who have charts only. So I'm only a technical analyst, so I choose not to follow the news. So whatever happening in the news, I didn't really um follow. So I might not know what happened. All I want to know is if my chart got to a good reversal point for me to buy or sell, basically. Yes, so we were looking to short from these levels last week, but I think it blew through to the top side, which is very, very positive that it is not going to reverse from here. And right now, our outlook has changed really. So right now we are looking for a retest of the broken high basically. So this is the high that got broken. So there's a break, there's a retest. Hopefully we get a continuation to the upside for this week. Hopefully we get that. And it's forming, when you look at the 4 hour, we're having a little bit, a little flag over there. Let me just take this off. When you go to the 4 hour, you can see a little flag there. Can you see that? So this is the flag, and that's breaking through really. There's a break of the flag to the upper side. So hopefully we are going to see a continuation like this to the upside because of the flag. Uh, yeah, so basically that's Euro NZD. Euro NZD. Last week we also talked about Euro Pound. Euro Pound is actually in a bit of flux right now, and if it breaks the level in which it is, it's going to be um, so if you break this level, we have a position on. If you break this level, we are going to close our positions. That's a 93008 level. Hopefully it doesn't, so we don't take a loss. Yeah. So Euro Pound, we're talking about Euro Pound. NZD USD. Okay, NZD USD is also doing like we said last week. So if you missed last week analysis, you could check back the previous video for last week. Um, we still we expected a downside, and we still expect a downside from this pair, from this level. So hopefully it's going to continue to the downside over here, ideally to the 0.628 level to complete this move here, right? So we are looking forward to that to happen from last week. So basically the pairs are still in play, they are still in move, and we expect them to continue the move until next week. Um, so hopefully from here we might be looking for good buy opportunities, really. Good buy opportunities. Good buy opportunities really from this level. So as of now, the sellers are still in place. So you still want to be selling per your strategy. So if you want to look for bearish flags or bearish signals to enter the market from here to the downside to this level. Yeah. So that's NZD USD. Still continuing to the downside. I'm a swing trader, so basically what I wait for are the big moves. I don't really go in for the 4 hour moves. I go in for the daily and the weekly moves. So depending on the kind of trader which you are, you look for setups that are similar. So basically what we have for this week is a pound AUD. Pound AUD has been in a range, has been in range bound for a while, for a long while. So there was a turn at this level last week. So there was a turn last week at this level. And go to the daily, you see clearly. There was a turn at this level last week. You see it bounced off, came back, midway with the high, formed a new high. That was a fresh high at the top. So that's very optimistic because there was a low from the double bottom, a new high. So hopefully you will see that by the end of this week. If it comes down to this level, at least you should be looking at an upside move. So at least this level, then hopefully to this. All of that things being equal. If this level doesn't hold, you should be looking at downside risk from here. So you want to be looking out for clues for this level to hold, really. So if this range doesn't hold, then we'll be looking at more downside from this pair. But ideally, we hope this level holds. That will give us a good risk to reward ratio to the upside if that happens. But if not, we are still looking at downside from here. But if it holds, we are looking at upside. The last week it tested this resistance, the broken head and shoulders pattern from here. Sorry, the double top pattern was broken down to this level. It's been a retest. If it continues to the downside, fine. But if it doesn't, we should be looking at the upside move from here onwards. Um, yeah, so guys, that's all we have for this week. Hope to see you guys next week. And follow the link to register for the course. It's going to be 6 weeks fully online course at a very small price. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye. Have a good one, guys.